My name is Dr. Sarah Duncan. Me a psychologist and a licensed clinical social worker. I have worked in diverse fields and hospitals in Chicago area and in suburban area. No, in addition, no, me Juma. Federal government, I provide clinical mental health services for veterans. Veterans, active military personnel. On the side as well, I own a growing private practice. Me provide psychotherapy services for diverse populations and to older adults. And see, briefly, you know, that's what I've been doing. My practice has been in, you know, behavioral health, coordination services for older adults, and community and social work. Yeah, and you know, briefly, that's who I am.
That is who you are.
In addition to being having a wonderful family in Chicago area, no, I love to have fun.
I know, fun.
I know, right? I love to live in the moment and, you know, be grateful for each day. No matter what the situation is, no matter what's going on, you know, I smile spontaneously, and I try to be present wherever I am.
I know.
Relationship be interaction between two people and as a group of people. And that interaction can be familial. You can say familiar relationship, just biological or more identify as relatives or family members. And you feel the nucleus of the society, which is the family, that's why we'll call with social relationships. The social relationships are diverse. It could be marital, you know. If you're married on this way, a bit more vocational relationship I building with relationship I building with various, you know, social platforms, your neighborhood. It's relationships are very diverse. It has different tiers, I should say, right? But the basic, you know, from family. Then you branch out to intimate or marital relationships. Then, you know, you as you grow now, we're engaging with communities, you're engaging with different factors or building blocks in the society, you know, you forge those relationships along the way. So what we're discussing today, you know, what I'm guessing is that we're talking about intimate relationships, and our romantic relationships are ankoye. So then when two people are engaged in a relationship, an intimate relationship, now almost to a far relationship now could see the pinnacle, which is marriage. Then they have some kind of relationship behind. I know now you can watch me. Okay, good. And see, so obi aware. Now say there's a need for them to, you know, stay in contact with their relationship. And I'll be sad. It depends. Exes, kano. It depended on how that relationship was dissipated. So, and he said the relationship and as only pakrono and as circumstances was a safe one. There's absolutely, I don't see any reason why only pakrono to me and then the ex, you know, and stay in contact or whatever. However, if the relationship went south, Nasebia, it was a very toxic relationship, highly unsafe relationship with very, you know, lethal consequences for both parties, dear. And then I wouldn't see the reason why, you know, you'd want to stay in contact with that person. Yes, I'm quite in a smooth way now. It depended on the situation. In Tibia, say a very highly volatile and a domestic violence situation. There are some safety concerns. Hence, you know, why would you want to keep on that? Okay, you know, rekindling old relationships, dear. So what you're saying is that two people got in a relationship, almost separately. Obia is committed in another relationship. However, media, your personal goals, you know, and what are you looking out for in that relationship that will pursue, you know, you know. So what once you say, sa romantic relationship na munya ye no, obia eswecha, it died. Na mo beto as wenya continuous relationship with healthy boundaries, dear. Why not? But someone say both of you no si mo hopi. And I said, Munya sure says, now you used to share, no. It's died, dear. Then it's a risky relationship we're talking about. It is an awokano. Munya 100% sure. So whatever you shared romantically, no, is over and done with. Ain't you know, even though some munyana more relationship ni mono, but kukonya problem one you know, I call back. It tells you, say, you're not over the person.
Okay.
So, continue with that relationship aside the safety concerns, you know. I said there should be that understanding, say, you are over it. Okay. But say, and yama kitty be what dear, you know, there's the possibility, say, you'd always want to go back. Energy, personal preference, like we're saying, even though as, you know, mental health practitioners, you know, we want people to own the decisions they make. Ideally, obiabe own it and should be responsible for the decisions they make. Main two before say uncle fan X bright something that they're not thinking about. However, say if it comes up, say, oh, okay, I've been in this relationship and I would want to go back to my former relationship now. You would have to think about it, you know, reflect on it. Adentia. Maybe you know better. Also, the grass is always greener on the other side, but you know, wherever you are, you make the best out of it. May concern, and primarily, no, I would think about safety issues. So, and now we also have to identify, say, two people in a relationship are two people who grew up in two different families. So, and maybe some things are negotiable, other things are not. Safety is a big thing for me. So, safety, love, and basics, what constitutes or defines a relationship should be identified by what individual, no? Or be now send me whole video be circulated on TikTok. Because oh, I'd rather cry in a Benz or in a mansion than, you know, cry in a hut. It's what most on the background, and the value now okuta our relationship near economic, financial. Until however that emotional needs is not being satisfied, no, or when the seeker well be comfortable she's okay, they don't care. Or be so placey premium on, you know, the emotional connection. You know, who as an individual, no, who now be identified the yama. However, would form a relationship in our core, you ventured into a new one, and also, oh, you know, it's that's not what bad. It is. Yeah. That's all person call back. The decision is solely yours. But we should also not be confiding, close, say, exes. Yeah, ex. So things happen. They might come back and be the best of intimate partners because they know better, they've learned better. Okay. Because I may be to me a big deal to people. Yeah. But I may be a to me boo and so then yes. But it all depends what ex so you're available. Yeah. It's unhealthy to compare. Former exes and I say former individuals are only some intimate or romantic relationships. It's very unhealthy because one will sabotage your current relationship is what I should say. Because whereas I will compare, you know, then it means you really, what are you about now? Because answer now wouldn't you be able to see but when you be decided say you be in a relationship with another person, what check it off some of the things. And then nipa no so no, this is common. It's pluses, minuses. You cannot never find the perfect spouse. It's not available. You know, anyhow, that's not reality. But who decided say you're going to go in a long-term relationship with person A, you know, winning some of the things that drew you to you. And like we're discussing this, we're not talking about this for a particular creed and as a faith, right? But for us Christians now, you Bible need and we go according to the tenets of the Bible. No? Sexual abstinence, one of the guidelines guiding your relationships and I say you're dating and courting, right? However, if we're talking about sexual performance, you know, and this is not what all that it is, dear. I feel say sex or consummation in marriage, it's one of the basics in marriage.
Okay.
It is a corner say whatever performance in your nail or there's not even a performance. I feel say it's a concern between you be akasa.
Okay.
But up to you. For faith tenants they don't believe me religious it doesn't believe in sexual abstinence.
Okay.
But if we're not talking about sexual performance, now you care about the whole personality of a human being. Some things you wouldn't see when you are courting or dating. When you're living with somebody, it's a big deal. Well, we talked about personal flimsy nuances, and then we talk about serious things. Serious things be sebi onim say manage sika. And yet you are very prudent, you are very straightforward, you are very firm in your spending habits. Waka kunya obia. They don't care. They don't put reason to, spending. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
So, some things you would see, other things you wouldn't. But what I'm saying is, even if some things came out after you committed, there isn't really a lot of things I want to me and work it out and to me baby. I've seen couples who had to go their separate ways because of poor sexual performance.
Okay.
There isn't really anything about me and sex or consummation of a relationships. It's part of a relationship.
Okay.
It's a basic relationship, a foundation. To say any what dear, some will be will get so emotionally down and. Okay. We might just not be able to do it.
Okay.
And American also. So what seems to be a big deal to you is not a big deal to another person.
Yeah.
Obisu ehun sa realization no sa no. Ebia obefa ne sa. Obefa ne sa. Na say ebia bibia it would bring reproductive challenges and they'll find a way
of doing it.
Problem be the set of solutions that can be applied.
Okay.
But say adie bi wo hona say both who feel say no. This is not filling that cap for me. You just have to be honest. Now more have a discussion and everybody go their separate ways.
Okay. All right.
Say birthday party. And I see you also say in for were in a relationship so they might have mutual friends.
Okay.
And say yeah, birthday party. Oh sure, absolutely.
Cheers.
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 Water is life. And inviting your ex or when him so actively involved or committed in a relationship is a huge boundary problem. I have a big problem with it because say events na more kono. It doesn't have any import be mamo. It be a time na we together na more a mutual friend. And it be a mutual friend no birthday party na more kwa. It's so a boundary issue. Because birthday party now all kono. So bet me the partner ko. The question is why are you inviting me to that birthday party? Absolutely not. Say I'm in a committed relationship. Also in a committed now young vacation. That's a huge no.
Okay.
That's a huge no.
Okay.
And clear. But if we're talking and trying to decipher between mutual relationships, for example, say if we are both in a committed relationship, right? Na a beer time na worry and I say chimpan and I say we're in a romantic relationship beer won collage. Then because of encolano we might have to be at a some common graduation parties. Offspring na and I say bano birthday party. It requires both parents to be there.
Okay.
And and I make her say I'm a big person on having positive relationships. Maybe I will Fibiano. You should live there on a good note.
On a good note.
Mind you, E bimpo a wo ex wo in-laws wo manya in-laws be could be very you could be very close to them.
Okay.
But the fact say be a woni oni pakro no anko wie say be a marriage and I say man could sip him like the apex now. You still have relationships with these people. Okay. Ombetumi afra o baby. Okay. You know, it's just about healthy boundaries and, you know, relationship they are very versatile and very complicated. Okay. So like a birthday gift, acknowledgement gift, whatever the gift, you know, they be think about the motive. So
the motive behind the gift,
or the bro, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Because nipa wonene wo bibi ye da na so bia wonene wo relationships just don't die like that. Me to me no sara me hu no. Yep. Relationships we don't erase them like that. Okay. Even post a familiar relationships to say bia say your birthday na say bi onim wo birthday na the motive behind. No, that would not. Also, I say, for you to decide to pursue a relationship with an ex, you know, come on, some, munim the boundaries. Munim said there's nothing romantically present. It's you know that boundaries is set. Munim, But then you can also nipa so esesa. Be losing you no who say oh you know. Yeah, I made a mistake. And I'll say or samba. So we are single, yeah. You know, I mean, really, you would question why you doing this, and it depends on the nature of the gift and so. Why this big gift? But so obini mu birthday. Na say obecha wadie on your birthday. It's up to you. What will receiving gift? No, it's up to you to decide to accept it or reject it. Nobody can force you to accept a birthday gift. Okay. And to what would you do? Wouldn't say, XYZ is not really over me. And I say, Gina major gifts, no semi. I mean, a current relationship, so it's going to mar what I have right now. Why would you accept it? Yeah. Why would you accept? Because on the background it might be a genuine gift on your birthday, and I say I did be an and they feel compelled to, you know, still show that. A year towards you. I say get birthday gift. We don't receive birthday gift from. Like I mean, it be our spouse and your friends can gift you, and I make kind of so be your ex. They might not be an enemy, you know, depending on how both of you. It's about what recipients, you know, and as I will drain, you have to think through it. Now, who said, "Well, I made is it a clouded boundaries?" And I say, "Why am I even accepting you? You're not obliged to accept it. You know, you're not obliged to accept it."
All right.
Said I would describe it as my ex in a year a boss, but and you no directly or supervising me there. Personally, I don't have any problems with it. So obey
the same building. You don't have any problem.
I wouldn't have a problem. Wow. So long as I'm not working with them.
But say they have been.
And then they may send the exercise. You don't know, baby. I'll be home.
Now offer us a Brian lunch.
It's up to me to say yes or no. However, the main problem we want to say because of that conflictual relationship, Nintino, may suffer some kind of work discrimination and as work challenges based on that relationship. Then I would, you know, you would have to choose your battles. Either ubuka ejuma foforo na waye, but say boss obi a one nenya bibi ye da. Na say or ye juma or the same place at the end of the day access no is not the problem. The problem is what it is I'm more drain. Say if there's some unfinished business and I say you're not over the relationship dear who so chem krana o sheni say but going back to a juma asem no may no say if I'm not working directly with them dear really. Yeah. So we be share kwa be me twem enye yi bia you be civil. You know, hey, hi, how are you? Hey, it's, you know, yeah, the basic.
The basic.
And so bisa no.
Okay.
Do you still have feelings for this person?
Okay.
It's you know, your legs are weak, you still got something good.
To be na wakoma to temperature as if yeah, sa.
And on asem no.
No BP, no pulse.
Exactly. It is
and 120, 140.
It is that is the question. But exes, dear, you know, relationship is relationship.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, because like exes can be over and done with. Time no more romantic relation or intimate, they couldn't see eye to eye.
Yeah.
They cannot agree. But they stay good friends. They are best friends. Or you'll be poor, you talk to them more than a bimpoa with spouse. Honest to God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one phobia you see or tend to be talking to because of, and it's not anything romantically related.
Yeah.
It's just that. And always, so me mantra and say, answer now no be call relation. They should be your best friend. Answer now, I would be romantically involved with anybody. No, the person should be my friend. A friend that, you know, I'm comfortable laughing with you, you know, just comfortable with the person. And son as added value, no. Eba kaho. And you know, again, reflecting back, no, say romantic relationship, you know, muscle through one reason or the other, you still consider that person a friend. So those, you know, research shows those relationships, you know, also it's not just a cliche to say marry your best friend. So you need to be comfortable with the person on a day-to-day basis, and sana Mabe added that layer or tier to it. And I don't say Emma, yes, solid. Because I wish we forge lasting relationships with friends. So will be our friend and say a good friend, you know. It's for the long haul. It is when Paconia were done for. It will be so hard to, you know. Maybe brave. It was the relationship is solid.
Okay.